Good morning, guys. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Portugal Expeditions. After an amazing water day yesterday, swimming in the Atlantic in various places, I came back, took a nap, and then went out for an amazing dinner at a local restaurant. It's a very small place nearby. Nobody spoke much English, but somehow I managed to get it. It was an amazing experience. The owner said it was a typical Madeiran way of hat dining, where you grill your own food and then you take it to the table. You enjoy it with bolo di caco, the bread, some salad, some French fries, some drink of your choice. And it was quite filling. I was stuffed, and the reason why I was stuffed is because it's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm going out for hiking one of the highest peaks in Madeira. Try to catch a beautiful sunrise. So let's get started. So made it to Pico de Areeiro car parking. I think it was about 20-25 minutes of a car ride. As you can see, the sun is rising above the horizon. Time to go to a better viewpoint. I'm just standing at the one closest to the parking lot already, so there are amazing views here. So just gonna start hiking a bit and grab a better view. So you see a little bit of a light tower at the entrance. Most of the people pick that spot for watching the sunrise. I'm trying to go about 20 odd minutes away from there already on the trail. Try and find a better spot, but as you can see, the sun is already approaching the horizon, so it's really beautiful. Walking through these like cobbled streets and a bit of stairs, standing on a really high altitude. I think I'm on the third highest peak. Pico de Areeiro is the third highest peak of Madeira. And there's like cliffs and valleys. Probably have to wait for the sun to rise for a bit better view, but this is amazing. Okay, now it's getting brighter. You can see the view a little bit better. Without the flashlight, look at the layer of clouds. It's gonna be one epic sunrise. Time to go all the way up there to that point. Very few people there. Hopefully can make it. Finally I can be in the vlog too. It's a little bit brighter to be facing the vlog. That's the observatory. That's where I started from. Came about 20 odd minutes, and this Ninho da Manta is the observation point, so it's almost just a couple of steps away from here. Time to set up the time lapse. The sunrise view, the viewpoint was really amazing. Definitely recommend this one. Now, been here for an hour. Time to continue the rest of the hike. Oh, and also this was the second time I'm seeing the sunrise above the clouds. Last time was at Mount Fuji. I think now I'm headed to the highest peak of Madeira, Pico de Areeiro. Let's see what the terrain looks like. Views are amazing though. Whatever these plants are, smell really nice, look like lavender. Trail is quite well maintained, so whenever there is a steep cliff on the other side, they have these kind of like railings to safeguard you along the path, which is nice. It's quite easy and well maintained that way. Oh, the sun is really bright up here because it's above the clouds and it's directly in my face. There's nothing to filter it. But it's quite an amazing feeling to see it from above the clouds after so many years. I remember enjoying this in Mount Fuji as well, where I did a through hike through the night, 9 hours, and when I got to the summit at 4 a.m., the sun was rising there as well. Did something similar at Mount Hakusan as well. So the sunrise from Japan is the land of sunrise, so of course I had to try it. But didn't know it was even possible in Madeira, but when I learned about it, I thought I definitely have to try this. A lot of people said it's not going to be possible because I don't have a car of my own. The hike is very difficult, the hike is dangerous to do at night, and a whole bunch of other things. But well, here I am enjoying the sunrise. So where there's a will, there's always a way. Was another viewpoint. So they have couple different viewpoints. I think there's 3 in total, like the official ones, and then you could stop anywhere along the trail, wherever you see a place good enough for you to set up. So there's no restrictions here that ways. This is quite a unique trail, hiking so close to the cliffs, but I'm kind of enjoying it a lot. This is cool. Looks like we're going downhill now and there is a cave passage. This is interesting. It's like a natural boulder that fell over and just stayed. Oh, nice shade if the sun gets extremely hot. How much further down do we go? It's quite a lot of descent, but it's going like serpentine, so you don't directly have a steep descent like we had in Åland Islands and the previous trip in Karun Keros. So that's cool. Let's cross another majestic gate, like a cave entrance, down these steps, and right there. So far I've been descending for the last couple of minutes. Been fun. Sun is getting stronger now. Whee! Okay, so time to enter the first tunnel. Not as long, and don't really need any headlamp yet. Just need to protect my head a bit. That was a really cool experience. So I've come 2.2 kilometers from the Pico de Areeiro, the third highest peak, and I guess somewhere near about, there's another board, 3.9 kilometers to Pico de Ruevo, the highest peak of Madeira. So almost approaching the summit. I guess we're approaching around the mountain all the way up, but this crossing next to the ledge is quite exhilarating. Never had something like this before. It's like very close to the cliff, the path is very narrow, and then you have the rock formation right above your head, and this is the view. All I can hear are the birds and a couple of other hikers in the distance. Nobody else, nothing else. Okay, tunnel number 2, and this one is supposed to be dark and long. Let's see, let's go through it. Oh yeah, it is pitch black. Not super long though, but you would need a light for sure. Climbed up a mini rock for breakfast. Been hiking for 2 hours, 4.5 kilometers. Good place for resting. Hello from Pico Ruivo, above the clouds, highest peak of Madeira. Finally, after 4.5 hours and 7.5 kilometers later, made it to Pico Ruivo, 1861 meters altitude above sea level. That's why you can see the clouds underneath me. It's a great feeling to be here. The sun is really hot now, but finally I'm at the summit, so now I just have to go downhill to finish the through hike on the other side. But gonna enjoy these views first. Somewhere down there is some building, civilization quite far away. That way is the Atlantic, but all you can see is lush greenery and the clouds from up here. There's probably another trail going that way, but I'm not sure if I'm doing that one or another one. Still have to decide. Yeah, I suppose I'm taking that flatter trail because I heard that on the way down after you've reached the summit, it's a 1 hour kind of flat trail to get to the other side of the mountain to get closer to civilization. I can see a village on that side, so maybe that's where I'm headed. And on the way up here, down there is a mini cafe. So I did not stop there on the way up here, but maybe if you want to grab a snack or something, you could try to stop there. But probably on the way down, I'll check it out. There's another viewpoint, just a couple of steps on that side there. But there were a lot more people there. That's why I came to this side. So I have this entire viewpoint all to myself, so I can vlog happily and enjoy in peace. Very few people come here and then they start going back. Actually, the thing is, if you come with a car, you could either start at Pico de Areeiro, which is the third highest peak where I started from, or you could start from Pico de Ruivo. I think somewhere close by there might be another parking spot which allows you to get started here. Because I saw there was a taxi to get here as well, but it was more expensive, so I instead started like a shorter distance from my place and then hiked the rest of it. The thing is, like, if you come with your own car, then you have to either go back to where you started to get back to your car, or figure out a way to get the car on the other side, which gets very complicated. In my case, it might be slightly more expensive because I'm using a cab, but it's very convenient because I can finish when I want, I can finish wherever I want. I did this entire trip in like 4.5 hours to get here, but I think if you take a tour, you have to do this, get here to the summit at 3.5 hours, and then take 1 hour or so to get down on the flat part on the other side, and then they transfer you back to Funchal, the capital. But that's why I decided to do it on my own. I have more freedom, I stop wherever I want. These views are really amazing. There's like cliffs everywhere, you're hiking above the clouds. I don't want to miss out on any opportunity. So I'm taking as many breaks I want, as long a break as I want. That's why I got here at like 4.5 hour mark at around 11 a.m. Now I'm just gonna rest here for a bit, maybe try and check out the other viewpoint and then start heading down. We got some really cool shots here. Let's check out the other viewpoint if there is a space to get up somewhere. This side of the summit is a lot more crowded. I definitely prefer the other side, that viewpoint. That's where I was vlogging from and spent a good 1 hour here. Time to start heading down, stop at the cafe first. nothing special about the cafe, but next to the board signs where you go up the last 500 meters or so for the PR1 summit, there is a water spout. You can grab some water there. It's about 2.3 kilometers this way. Now we peel off from the PR1 trail, go down nice and easy after the cafe. So, but it's been an amazing experience coming all the way up here so high, hiking above the clouds. The last 2-3 kilometers to get to the summit were quite steep uphill, so you need to be prepared, but otherwise was a moderate hike. So it's a moderate difficult hike kind of category. I don't know if the GoPro can spot this, but that white dome is where we started from in the morning, Pico de Areeiro, and then I hiked up a bit to watch the sunrise. So I think I hiked all the way around this valley to get here. And let's get closer to the cotton candy clouds. Yeah, time to say goodbye to the cotton candy clouds. I see a whole bunch of cars there. I suppose that's where the trail ends. So I'm at a 1673 meter altitude. It's still not super low. That's why the clouds are still around, and I think I'm about 500 meters from there. The watch says 10.44 kilometers done. It's 1:07 p.m. in 6 hours 45 minutes. This is including the lengthy break for the sunrise, a lengthy break at the PR1 summit. At the highest point, I met a lot of other hikers. I was chit-chatting with them. I was resting, enjoying the views, and then vlogging a bit as well. So if you subtract those, I suppose roughly 4.5-5 hours of hiking, net hiking. But since I have no rush, I have nowhere to be, so I'm just taking my time and enjoying these views. But lovely views of these cotton candy clouds, the ones that I saw from the flight while I was coming here. So cool to be so close to them. But just a tip, if you're trying to hike something like this, the reason why I'm wearing these full sleeve shirts and pants and stuff, and also the hat to cover myself, is because you're so high up above the clouds, so the sun rays are unfiltered and you're gonna burn pretty easily unless you kind of take a shower with the sunscreen. So better to have like maybe a breathable material, but at least like something that covers you and protects you from burning. Just a piece of advice, but feel free to adapt it to your liking. Anyways, time to head down to the parking lot and wrap up the hiking. Finally made it to the finish line. There's a cafe at the parking lot. It's about 11 kilometers in about 7 hours, nice and easy. Now I'm gonna try and figure out where to next from here, either to go back home or to explore one of the villages nearby. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the sunrise shots and the amazing hiking trail. Whether or not you have a car, as long as you're physically fit and you want to enjoy the nice views, 10 on 10, I would definitely recommend doing this trail. Depending on where you are staying, you could either do part of it or the whole trail like I did. I leave that up to you to decide. But with this, I'll close this episode here. This is Rustic Wanderer signing off, and I'll see you next time.